Hi everyone, Joe Convertino Jr. and Paul Banuski for our weekly HR Minute. We're back. It's been a couple weeks.
It has been a couple of weeks.
But we're here. The holiday season's finally arrived.
We are. And Joe, for our holiday show, I'm going to flip things around and I'm going to ask you some questions from the perspective of someone who works in HR, is responsible for employees, and now I've got some questions about risk and insurance when it comes to holiday parties.
Okay.
And so I'll give you this example. You've got an organization that, say at 3 o'clock on a Friday during December, says, we're going to shut down early, turn the phones off, get some wine, some beer, and have a little reception at the company premises for our employees. What do they need to know about risk and liability in that situation?
Yeah, great question. And kind of glad that's back from where we've been the past 2 years, Paul.
We're seeing so much more of it, of people wanting to get back into that holiday spirit.
Get back together and just bond and keep the culture moving as we grow into 23. But back to your question. Typically, all businesses' policies have a endorsement called host liquor liability. All that means is, the business owner's not in the business to serve alcohol. But when they have a little event or party on their office premises or clients come in for wine and beer, God forbid something happened from a liability standpoint with alcohol, there would be coverage. The other piece of that, Paul, 3 to 5 o'clock or 3 to 6, you still have workers' compensation. If something were to happen, they fall down the stairs. So that's when you're on premise. But when you go to a venue,
if I want to have my holiday party at a restaurant, at a hotel,
restaurant, country club, that's very big. Like we do that here at CH Insurance. You go to a place. Okay, in the contract it spells out everything to include the alcohol, and they're serving it.
Right.
Okay, so you want to request an insurance certificate from your venue showing liability, right? And probably liquor liability, because that's the exposure, God forbid someone were to drive away. And obviously inside the premise is slips and falls for general liability. So I would get an insurance certificate at any outside venue and read the contract in its entirety.
Excellent. So final question.
Mm-hmm.
Some companies, including my company, we actually we have one of the owners host the party at their home. So if you're a business and you're hosting a company event at your home, what do you need to know?
So the issue there, and it's not really an issue, that person's homeowner's coverage would be first defense. Okay, so depending on the size of the party, Paul, we've provided a lot of special events coverage, right? For, let's say you were having 50 to 100 people,
right?
And you really, someone else though could be serving. Okay, so if that server is a non-employee, they would bring the insurance for, the caterer coming in. But at the end of the day, if something happened, your owner would be responsible for the liability. But there's been a lot of requests for special event coverage that would include liquor liability.
Excellent.
So just to our listeners and viewers out there, make sure they're talking to their agents.
Yep.
We have a lot of information here at CH with our risk management team on any of this if you have any questions.
Excellent.
So Paul, let's have a great year. Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year
to
New
you.
Year. We'll
Happy Hanukkah, everything.
We'll see you in 2023.
See you in 23. As always, CH is in your corner.